I don't know how to intro a video. Hey, how are ya? Today's video is gonna be a walkthrough of my bullet journal setup for 2023 and also for my January bullet journal setup for 2023. It will be very much so for beginners because I thought simpler the better this year. So let's just get into it. What I used was this set of, I think they're called, what are they called? Like paint markers or something? Paint markers from Amazon. I will link them below. Comes with 24 colors. And I used that weird green, this weird green, this brown, a black, and a gray. And that's kind of all I use, and it's a pretty inexpensive set of markers or paint pens or whatever. This is what it looks like. This is what the tip looks like. As you can see, focus on the marker. Sure, whatever. This is what the marker part looks like, or the paint mark looks like. And then this is what the fucking tip looks like. Anyways, so my bullet journal is a, I can't say the word, I'll put it on the screen here. I got it at Indigo, and it's in some kind of weird olive green color. It's not very accurate. On the camera it looks more like primary green, but it's more like a dark olive green color. Yeah. That is dangerously close to the candle. Back up, buddy. Okay, so starts off with the regular. Let me zoom in a little bit. Ding. There we go. Pretty solid. It starts off with the regular content page. My first page is my, I guess, intro to the bullet journal. I wanted it to be very basic because I wasn't sure about what color to choose, so I just chose none. The font I kind of copied from a lot of different, what's it called, Pinterest pins, and I just kind of winged it from there. This is my calendar for the year. I mostly use it for like birthdays to remember it, and again, I stole it from Pinterest. There's not going to be much original in this. So yeah, that's my thing, and you can see I alternated the colors of the months. Next is my spacing guide, which I was contemplating creating like a spacing, what's it called, bookmark, because I saw a bunch of people do it this year, but I was like, nah, this works for me fine. It's just like each space is numbered, vertical and horizontal, and then you just divide it into the amount of spaces that you use the most, which for me is like quarters, halves, and thirds. And then this is going to be my bookshelf for the books I read this year. My sister counted, it's 40. I didn't count when I was making it. I just kind of drew squares until it was full. But yeah, 40 seems like a solid number. That's like one a week-ish. These are my goals for the year. You can pause and read them. It doesn't really matter to me if you know them or not. They're very vague because I realize when I make very specific goals, I find it harder to achieve them. And with my personality, I usually just try to go as hard as possible, as quickly as possible, and then I just get burnt out and I don't want to do it anymore. I get demotivated very easily. So these are my goals for the year. Blank page from my vision board because I haven't gone to the store to get a, what's it called, a magazine to do my cutouts yet, but I'm doing that today. But imagine a vision board here. Next, it's gonna be my headache and period tracker. it's just every day of the year, and then I'll just fill them in whenever I have a headache or whenever my period comes. This one is probably going to be the most important because I get headaches a lot, but I don't really like take pills a lot, so I kind of want to see how often I get headaches and see if it has anything to do with when I have my period. Anyways, this is a self-care spread. It's like a self-care bingo type of deal. I just have a bunch of different things that I want to do on days or nights when I'm not feeling like myself. If you can see, some of them I got from Pinterest, some of them I made up myself. They're very basic things like cook yourself a meal, imagine life in 5 years, have a dance party. That's my favorite thing to do when I'm like stressed out, have a dance party. But yeah, that's that. Next are my morning routines and my night routines. This one's kind of unfinished. As the morning routine is fine because that's kind of what I work towards in the morning. Yes, it takes me 2 hours to get my life together before I start to do things. And then on my day, and this is a morning routine for when I'm on my period, which is very much so I won't do anything. This is my evening routine. I'm still kind of trying to like refine it, but you know, I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. In the meantime, in between time, let's just there she goes. Boom. That's one evening routine, and then I guess I'll figure out another evening routine for, I guess, more stressful days or whatever. And that's it for my yearly setup. Like I said, super simple because I just wanted to make sure I got it done. Last year I didn't even complete setting up the spreads, which means that I didn't use them, and I kind of really regret that. But to be fair, I regret a lot from last year. Anyways, this is for January now. My color is this one from the same set, and also black and gray. So I'm trying to go for as simple as possible, but kind of still cute. So this is my, what's this called? Cover page? Whatever. This is my month at a glance. When I get my, what's the word? When school starts, I'll be able to fill in more stuff, but right now I just have like birthdays and like things I want to remember. And I don't really like it, to be fair. I don't like month at a glances that look like this, but for some reason I still did it. I don't really know why, but yeah, so I have a color for each course, one for general and one for like spending, and then a quote up here that says this is the beginning of loving yourself. I have a brain dump, which is just like whatever goes through my head at one time because I have a lot of thoughts at once. And then this is my habit tracker. It's very, very simple, straightforward, not very complex at all. It's my study tracker because it's my last semester of university, and I'm also not trying to fail. I'm actually trying to do pretty well this semester so that I don't have to retake courses again, which is for another day. And then this is my gratitude and memories tracker. I realized that I don't really remember anything about my life, anything about my year. But yeah, hopefully this will help. And hopefully this will help. I think it will help though, because the few times I did it last year, whenever I look back, I vividly remember those memories. Next is, oh yeah, so that's it for the month. Next is my first spread of the month, first week of the month. As you can see, I repeated the weird color. The thing is, when you draw with the marker and then you use the paint part, it like changes the color of it, it like mixes, so that's why that looks like two different colors. It also looks like a bean or a walnut or something, but I like this one more. This one's my faves. So yeah, it's just a little calendar in the corner, a quote here. This is my self-care, like different things I'm trying to do to feel better throughout the week, or just to maintain myself throughout the week. And then because I don't have any school this week, I just have, you know, a brain dump of activities to do every day instead of using the to-do list on my phone. And then after this will just be like journal pages, and then I'll set up the next week and so on and so forth. This is for today. My goal is to journal every day, and that was my what's the word, bullet journal for this year. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next week for the next one. Not the next bullet journal setup, but the next video. See what I'm saying? Bye. No, that's not bye. Bye. How do I breathe without you, me? Ooh, that is dangerously close. Dangerously in love with you. I'll never leave. Just keep loving me the way I love you, loving me. 'Cause I